What is up, guys? As you can see, I am playing Alex. Alex came out today, so I figured this would be a good opportunity to kind of run through the general idea, run through his different moves, and you can get a better idea of how to play him. So, first of all, let's talk about some of his notable normal moves. He's got some pretty decent pokes. His standing medium kick is a fantastic poke, and his crouching medium kick is pretty good too. His standing hard punch is not amazing as a poke, but it's pretty good that you can buffer a special move into it, and then if they walk forward, you can get a combo. His standing hard kick is really long range, but it's pretty slow, but the nice thing is that it's a crush counter, so if they get counter hit, you can combo off it, so that's pretty nice. His standing medium punch is kind of like a combo move. And his standing hard punch can be used in combos too. So those are kind of, moves for canceling into super. And his jabs are, you can confirm them into EX slash, but I think that's the only hit confirm combo that you can really get with him. You can do like standing medium punch, standing medium punch, standing jab slash, but the range is a little finicky. So for the most part, he doesn't really have a lot of combos. He's more about sort of zoning and setting up his command throw mix-ups. Other notable normals, he's got forward medium punch, which is an overhead, so it has to be blocked high. He's got crouching hard punch, which is this weird kind of launcher. You can combo off of it, but I don't really know what it's useful for. Maybe just for punish combos and stuff like that. And his forward hard punch is a pretty awesome anti-air. It reaches really far. So actually, let me run through his anti-airs here. So his fastest anti-air by far is standing jab. It's really fast to come out. It'll beat most jump-ins, and you can do it pretty late. His crouching hard punch, I've tried a lot. It just doesn't seem great. Most of the time you trade, or sometimes you just get beaten outright. But if you do it really early, you can get a combo off it. But his forward hard punch is much better for that kind of situation. It reaches really far, and it's a little tough to combo off it, but I'm going to try it here. Yeah, it didn't quite work. Let's try again. Alright, now I'm doing it too late. Oh, not quite. One more time. Ah, whatever. Well, I promise you can combo off it. I've done it before. it is definitely possible. But yeah, that's, I would say, if you see them coming, that should be your go-to anti-air forward hard punch, but you have to do it kind of early. If you don't see them coming, if you're doing it a little bit late, standing jab is kind of the go-to anti-air there. And he has this Dragon Punch thing, Dragon Punch with kick, and it's decent. It's kind of like Laura's, she has a move similar, but you can definitely get beaten if you do it too late. So you can see if I do it at like the last minute here, it'll get beaten, and that even applies to the EX version. It doesn't seem like it's invincible. So there you see, I lost the bar because I did do the EX version, but I got hit out of it. You have to be pretty early. So that's his anti-airs. So let's run through the rest of his special moves. So quarter circle forward punch is the slash, and I think this is mostly just a combo move. So you can combo into it off of a few different situations. So I think that's about what it's good for. And the EX version is really fast, so you can combo into that in situations where you can't combo into the others. So it's pretty good, and it knocks down. But yeah, as far as I know, slash is just pretty much for combos. He's also got charge back, forward, and kick, which is the elbow rush move. And this move is really good for kind of closing the distance, but the problem is it's unsafe on block. But the nice thing is, I'm going to set her to jab after blocking. So you can see, if you do it from really close, you can get punished. And a lot of characters could combo off a jab like this. So the nice thing is that if you space it out just right, you'll be pushed out of range to be punished. So This is even easier to do with the medium and heavy versions. Those have more knockback. So if you space it out really well, you can be safe. And even stuff like... so from up close, Chun's medium kick can punish the heavier versions of this, but from further away, you can make yourself safe. So it's pretty nice for that. If you know you're at the right range and you have the charge, it's pretty nice to kind of throw out, keep the other guy in check. Just be careful, you know, characters like Ryu could parry it, and you don't want that, so... it's good to throw out, but don't rely on it too much. The EX version has 1 hit of armor, so that's really good to go through fireballs or something like that. Or if you're really desperate for something on Wake Up, you can try to use that 1 hit of armor to get out. So it's really unsafe though, so be careful. It's the most unsafe of all the versions. So only use it when you really know that it's going to work. He's also got the charge down and up kick, which is the stomp. And from what I can tell, this move is pretty bad. They're all unsafe on block. So if we set her to do that same jab again, you can get punished afterwards, which is not good. And I tried a lot to get it to cross up like it did in Street Fighter 3. But as far as I can tell, it's just not possible in this game. I've tried at like every possible spacing and never gotten it to work. So I don't think it can cross up. I'm just not sure what it's good for. I mean, I guess it hits high, so it has to be blocked high, I believe. Actually, let's check that. If we set her to crouch and guard all, she should stand up if it's a high hit. If we can even get it to connect. Yeah, she stood up. So it does hit overhead, but I mean, it's so reactable as opposed to something like this where, you know, she would have to react a lot faster to block that standing. So I just don't think that the stomp is good. The only real use I could see is maybe as a fireball punish, but as you'll see in a second, he has other moves that are better for that, like his stun gun headbutt. So stun gun headbutt is charge down, up, and punch, and it's pretty similar to Birdie's dolphin dive grab. So you can do the heavy version from full screen, you can get over fireballs, and it's not blockable, not techable. The only way out is to jump or to hit him out of it. So I think this move is really good. It does a lot of stun. So the normal versions all do 250 stun, and the EX version does 300 stun, which is a ridiculous amount of stun. So if the stun bar is getting up there, you know, maybe try to catch him with a stun gun headbutt and get the stun, because it does a lot. And the EX version, I think, in general, is just really good. So it's super fast. It's hard to react to, just like Birdie. And you can steer it. So if you hold back, you'll only go a little bit forward. If you hold forward, you'll go all the way full screen. So I think the EX version is really good. It's kind of, you know, just to keep the other person scared. They don't know what you're going to do, so maybe that can set you up for his command throw. So his command throw is half circle back and punch. The range isn't as long as someone like Zangief, but it's still pretty good. And one nice thing is that Alex's dash is pretty incredible. For a grappler, he has one of the best dashes I've ever seen. So, you know, I think a good general game plan with Alex is, you know, if you're poking a lot, you know, you kind of have them scared and you sense some hesitation, you can dash up and command grab really fast. It's really, really hard to react. So I'd say that's like the most basic game plan, you know, and mix in stuff like this to, you know, kind of keep them in check, keep them scared, and setting up that command grab. And finally, his super is really, really good, I think. Actually, one of the best supers in the game. And the reason I say that is, for one, you can combo into it in a lot of situations. I kind of messed up the combo there, but there's a lot of combos you can do, like, let me see if I can do this. Yeah. Oh, that totally works. I just dropped it. We'll try one more time. There we go. So you can combo into it in a lot of situations, and one nice thing is that it's 5-frame startup and has pretty long range. So a lot of times people will do a move, kind of like the situation I was showing you earlier with the elbow slash, where they think that they've spaced it in such a way that they're safe, But the fact that this reaches so far and it only has 5 frames startup means that you can punish in those situations. So one example was, for a lot of characters, if you block a fireball, let me make sure I have the right one on. If you block a fireball, they're actually unsafe against a lot of characters, but you know, they might feel safe because your faster moves will whiff, and your slower moves, you know, are just going to be too slow, right? But something like this super, since it's so fast, you'll actually get a Punisher. So it's really good for that. I think his super is good. The only real downside is that, you know, his EX moves are so good, like EX stun gun and stuff like that. And you know, this is his only armored move, EX elbow rush. So it might be hard to hold on to enough meter to actually use it, but still, I think it's really good. So that's about it for today. Next time we're going to cover his V system, so his V skill, V trigger, and V reversal. And he's got some pretty neat tricks that I think you will be interested to see. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.